Shit, wrong button. There's just a hole, though. There's no gunpowder burn. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. Missing the tiny hole in this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume? Gunpowder burn? If this is what you testified earlier, when something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh! But there's not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. Only a still hot bullet passing through. It's the only type of burn there would be. That is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean? It means that the shot was fired. They were standing apart from each other. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fights, the victim pushed the defendant away, and that it was then that they were separated. Ay, ay, ay. That happened to be too perfect of timing. I'm muting that now. Fired. How was that? If that was even possible, according to his testimony, the wound from stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Well, then... That's right, the defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then, while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took a shot. So, that should satisfy even you. Does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright? I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate. It doesn't make sense, though. There is a fatal flaw in your argument, Your Honor. Fatal flaw. Very interesting. I would love to see where the flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. I believe this would be what you're looking for. This is a piece of evidence that destroys your logic. What is that? A folding screen? I'd like to point the court's attention to the hole in the folding area. Yeah. It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Who? Where? What? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please! Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means when the shot was fired, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike. but it was actually squatting low to the ground. Order! Order! This changes everything. Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot. The bullet hit the folding screen. At this location, about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. Probably right around here-ish. Let's see. Would she have been right around here then? She was standing here, near the folding screen. Wait a second. You know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the whole bullet hole. How can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? That's impossible. But why? You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. Shit, I missed it yawning. The defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation? Best case scenario, it does. Worst case, doesn't. I'm hoping it does. Changes everything. Go for it. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. Prosecution claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If this were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at this time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen. Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be at the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured it had to be for some reason. Figuring things out and proving your logic behind everything is your job. Oh. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the blast radius of disaster. You are such a smart man, Phoenix Wright. To think you are able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Of all things to inherit, Fuck you. Okay, you're going to the bed as well, so you don't vibrate and fucking annoy me. I was very glad that didn't hit the wall, or go past the wall. Why did it have to be the smarmy smile? Detective! How dare you damage my perfect logic! Huh? How is it all my fault? Stop at repairing your standing by first removing the 3-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later. Punishment? He does have a little bit of scruff there. I never noticed that before. Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Next witness? It's gotta be Lotta. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess, after after we reconvene, you'll hear from the next witness. Yay! To be continued.